Hey guys, today I'm going to be making another ring. This ring is going to be made out of copper, and I'm starting with this copper ring blank. Our finished product is going to be a copper ring with a patina finish, which means that the copper is going to be oxidized and turn bluish green, and it's going to be really pretty. So, hope you enjoy.
First things first, I gotta size up the outside of the blank so it can fit inside the jaws of the lathe. Here you can see the blade of the lathe get stuck in the copper. Copper can be a difficult material to work with because it work hardens, which means the further along I get into working with it, the more difficult it will be to work with. Here I'm going to use the boring bar to widen the inside diameter of the ring. I want this ring to fit on my middle finger, which is a ring size 11, so it's going to have to be pretty wide. Here you can see the boring bar looks like it keeps jumping. I think this is because of work hardening and because I'm trying to take too much off at one time. Now I'm going to trim down the ring to make it thinner on your finger. Now I am going to sand the ring, starting with 220 grit sandpaper, then going up to 800 and finally 1200 grit sandpaper to give it a smooth mirror finish. I'm going to work on the outside again. Since this is my final time working on it, I'm going to get it down to the final thickness that I want. The next step is to add bevels to the ring. This is the final sanding. I'm going to get the outside to a mirror finish and use a file to help define the bevels a little bit before I sand them. This is what it looks like so far. In the next step, I'm going to use a ball peen hammer and hammer it to give it a little bit of texture. This will help in the next step where we're going to oxidize it. This is what it looks like after I'm done using the ball peen hammer on it. These are the ingredients I'm going to use to oxidize this copper. We're just going to use some ammonia and salt. You're going to want to suspend the ring in the jar because you don't want it in the ammonia itself. You just want it in the atmosphere of the ammonia vapors to oxidize it. I let it sit in this ammonia atmosphere for 24 hours, and this is what it looked like when I returned. I decided to put some gloves on before I would handle the ring, because even though it shouldn't be harmful, it never hurts to make sure. This is what it looked like after 24 hours in the jar, after I cleaned off all the excess salt. The next step will be to put a clear coat on it to protect the finish and to protect your finger, and you won't get green or blue smudge all over your finger when you wear it. Here it is, guys. This is after several clear coats and a while to dry, and this is what it looks like. Here it is, guys, the finished product. I really like the way it looks, and it has a really cool gloss that brings out the blue of the finish. I don't know if I would sell these though, because the clear coat would probably rub off after several weeks, and then your finger will start to turn green while wearing it. I do have other rings for sale on my website though. If you'd like to check it out, a link will be in the description. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.